Hollywood has found a new trainer.
I got
That ain't good for your heart, though, huh?
What?
Not you drink, and you can't mix that with Ozempic.
No, see.
What? You can't.
And no, it's not Shanti with his rock hard abs. And no, it's not the keto diet, intermittent fasting, or whatever crazy diet is out there. And no, it's not that guy with the extreme big butt who keeps popping on my timeline for whatever strange reason. This trainer is guaranteeing you results in just a matter of weeks when using it. And if you guys haven't guessed it by now, her name is Ozempic. So the question is, why is Ozempic so popular these days? And how can the government help change our food environment so we don't crave these sugary, sweet, unhealthy foods? First things first, what is Ozempic? Ozempic is a prescription medication that contains semaglutide, which is primarily used to manage type 2 diabetes. However, it's recently gained fame for its incredible weight loss benefits by mimicking the GLP-1 hormone. Ozempic helps regulate blood sugar levels, reduce appetite, slows down stomach emptying, making you feel a lot fuller for a lot longer. Now, as you can see, I'm no expert, but let me give you some context. Imagine using a needle once a week, and when food is presented to you, and it's a big platter of food, you can barely eat half of that food. Yeah, that's what Ozempic does. Now, like I said, I'm no expert, so let's let the experts talk about it.
If you've heard of Ozempic, you may think it's a weight loss drug, because that's usually how it's talked about. But Ozempic is actually for type 2 diabetes. The weekly injection was approved for use in the US in 2017. It works by mimicking a naturally occurring gut hormone called glucagon-like peptide 1. After a meal, the drug helps get your pancreas to release insulin and bring blood sugar levels down. Ozempic is part of a larger group of drugs called GLP-1 receptor agonists. They help with blood sugar levels, but they also help people feel fuller, eat less, and, you guessed it, lose weight.
Okay, so now that we got a better explanation, I can see why this drug is so popular. Imagine not having to go to the gym or even be on these hardcore diets that most people cannot sustain, and gaining all the rewards and the benefits of a person going to the gym with, one expensive needle. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Ozempic offers new hope for individuals who are struggling with obesity, which is a condition that affects millions of people worldwide. With the widespread rates of obesity, especially in North America, a drug like this can help people lose a significant amount of weight. And I think that's a game changer. However, there are significant dangers that are associated with this widespread use of this popular drug like Ozempic. So let's talk about where Ozempic came from. We spoke about what it is and what it does, but where did it come from? And why is it so expensive? Semaglutide is the active ingredient in Ozempic that was developed by a pharmaceutical company in Europe. The drug's high cost can be attributed to the extensive research, development, and the clinical trials required to bring it to market. And not to mention, the pharmaceutical companies in the United States are notorious for having high costs because, they're about making big money. But you know what else is adding to the high cost of Ozempic? If you haven't guessed it by now, social media platforms like TikTok has led to a surge in demand, often causing shortages for those who actually really need it. Yeah, the people who are managing type 2 or type 1 or whatever type of diabetes, okay? Even though people are making several jokes about this drug, which, is making it cool, this brings us back to why Ozempic is so popular. We know social media plays a part, right? But also the endorsements from celebrities like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey have openly discussed their experiences with Ozempic, and they're shedding light onto its effectiveness and making it a trendy topic. There's been some speculation of celebrities using Ozempic for weight loss, such as 50 Cent, the Kardashians, Adele, and so many more celebrities that we just don't know about yet.
How long have you been on the Ozempic?
6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yeah. It's actually Bonjoro. It's another part of it.
Oh, that's the amped up version.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
You're
That's
kidding?
the fast forward to Skinnyville.
You're kidding. And
Reunion's in 2 weeks.
Right. Wow.
Is anybody not
She's
doing
a different person. No.
Right.
No,
She's
I
like-
tell the truth, though, Marisol.
Yeah, right.
You should.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. It's
All right.
better.
But you know what kind of sucks is that now that we see a celebrity and all of a sudden they lose weight, we're automatically going to think that it's Ozempic. And who knows, maybe they were working hard in the gym, but we're just going to think that they're using Ozempic. It's interesting to see when drugs like Ozempic are glamorized on platforms like TikTok, it can lead to an unrealistic expectation among, viewers, particularly the youth. The pressures to conform to a certain beauty standards can drive people to seek quick fixes rather than, adopting healthy or longer term lifestyle changes, which, most people do not want to do. People rather, take an expensive needle or fly to the Dominican Republic just so they can get a quick fix. So now that we know a little bit of the pros and the cons, why is obesity such a rampant issue, particularly in North America? Well, if you haven't guessed the answer, it lies in our food environment. We are constantly surrounded and bombarded by advertisements of processed food. Fast food is cheap and it's convenient and it's really heavily marketed, and it's a staple in many North American people's diets. When you see some of your favorite celebrities endorsing sugary cereals like Little Yachty, or fast food restaurants like Mary J. Blige or Justin Timberlake, it makes you, want to go and maybe get some McDonald's. I don't know. Even when you go on your favorite social media app and all you see is people posting their favorite restaurants with enticing pictures and delicious food, let's just say it's getting a lot harder to, have this healthier lifestyle. You really have to be very determined to cut everything out. Now, let's look at some examples of how other countries have successfully changed their food environment to combat obesity. For example, in Japan, they use smaller portion sizes. They have a strong culture that emphasizes on fresh, unprocessed food. In addition, the government has implemented policies to promote healthier eating in schools and workplaces. In Sweden, their focus is on banning unhealthy advertisements for food that are targeted to children. And this obviously helps, reduce the influence of marketing on young minds, encouraging more healthier food choices from a young age. Now, guys, those who are living in North America, I'm pretty sure right now you remember some of these cereal commercials and you remember the slogans like, "They're great." And you don't know that you're slowly kind of being brainwashed to eat some of these sugary foods that are really unhealthy. So, it's critical to understand while Ozempic can be a helpful tool for managing weight loss and diabetes, it's not sustainable for a healthy lifestyle. Because let's face it, you're probably going to need this needle and you're probably going to have to continue using it just so you can maintain that weight. We need to focus on creating an environment that supports healthy choices and reduces the processed sugary foods. Not to mention, we need to get our government to address why healthy foods are so damn expensive and junk food is so accessible. So if you want a better future, maybe we can put pressure on our governments and hopefully that will help. But tell me what you guys think. If you can afford Ozempic, would you rather take Ozempic or work out? Because you know what's so funny to me? There's a lot of people who didn't want to take the COVID vaccine, but there seems to be a lineup for this new miracle drug that we kind of don't know a lot about. So tell me what you guys think. Ozempic or no Ozempic?